what's up? I'm Brian here doing another video for you guys, and this time we're going to be taking a look at the Studio Series 15th Anniversary Pack, and I think it's about time they decide to do this. This is the first movie Autobot crew, so you've got Jazz, Bumblebee, Ratchet, Ironhide, and Optimus Prime, and I thought that was amazing to do. It's about time they decide to re-release some of these figures, because some people might have skipped out on Jazz or Ironhide. Now, while that's a cool thing to do, it does have some problems, but we're going to talk on that later on. Still taking a look at the overall cast, I think that looks nice, and yes, they got all their weapons stored. You can see Bumblebee's gun in the back, the swords on Optimus Prime, and they are based on Studio Series figures that originally released. You will see SS, I think 10 written on the box for the 5-pack, so that's under Jazz, and that's the original title for him. But the paint job is much different compared to the original toys. And I actually have most of the original toys. The only one I don't have is Optimus Prime, and the reason why I don't have that is because I got the Dark of the Moon one, so I didn't feel like I needed it. But still, a pretty cool setup. I like how Ratchet has the gray on the front there. I think that's a nice way to break it up. I think the colors are nice. I think that Ironhide just, it looks a little more flat and black. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it's because they added some lighter tones. You can see that the grill section is light gray this time around, and you can also see the toes sticking out. They look like they're painted in silver, but Jazz looks fantastic. It looks like a darker silver color compared to the original toy. I'm not sure if it's actually like that in person, but just from what I'm seeing, it's a darker silver. It looks really nice. Bumblebee seems to be a lighter yellow color. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but Optimus Prime's truck mode, I think the colors really fit. It's a nice vibrant red and blue this time around. I think the silver blends into it. I think that for the alt mode, that's the best color scheme Optimus Prime has gotten. Now, moving on to the robot modes, we're going to start off with Jazz and Ironhide. Now, what's cool about these is that these two figures have only had one release. Jazz had the SS-10, and Ironhide had, I think, SS-13 or 14, I can't remember exactly. But these are two figures that only got one release, and now they have the opportunity to come out again. And Jazz looks pretty cool. I will admit that I am seeing that the silver paint job is mostly for the alt mode, because you can see the darker elements with the gray that is trying to match it, but it's the plastic gray, so it's unpainted. It's just the plastic tone is trying to match it. And it's not fantastic, but it looks a lot better than the original toy, because the original had this lighter gray tone to it that just, it really didn't work. So I like this a little bit more. I think the dark gray looks fantastic. I think using the blue transparent plastic is nice. It looks like a much better blue. And Ironhide looks pretty cool too. He seems to have more paint applications to him because you're seeing more of the silver. Now, the things on the shoulders are completely silver rather than having just the detail inside them. But I like that the toes are painted silver this time around, and the light gray tones work, except for the bumper section. But his chest looks pretty good. I like that. So yeah, I think these are two upgrades to the original, but taking a look at these three, now Ratchet seems to have a much, almost like a mustardy green tone, but again, I'm not sure how it's going to look in person compared to the actual image, so I can't really say for sure, but he does look pretty good. He does have better paint applications to the head, so I do like that. As far as Bumblebee is concerned, I'm not a big fan of it. I do like them swapping the head from the face mask to the original design, but I think the lighter tones don't really complement it, especially when it's using a lighter yellow. And I do like the dark color of the windows. I think that's fitting, but it just doesn't really work for me. It's the same thing with the Revenge of the Fallen toy. That was better in person, but I don't know. The light gray and silver just, it didn't really complement it that well. But the one figure I don't like that a lot of people are really interested in is Optimus Prime. I just think it's a downgrade, especially when you look at the legs, look at the gray. It just, that does not look good. Now, I like that he comes with the Revenge of the Fallen swords to change it up. That's nice. But yeah, the legs just, it's killing it. I don't like that. The red and blue is fine, but man, it just, that really hits home. It just, I don't like that. Add some blue paint. Yeah. In addition to the 5-pack, you get 2 backdrops. So this one is based on the Autobots' arrival, and then you get one of Sam's home, which I think is kind of funny. And then taking a look at the box, it looks pretty good with their CGI renders. I like this package a lot. So what do you guys think? Are you gonna buy it? Probably not, because it's a limited Amazon exclusive, so very rare to get. What's the point of re-releasing Ironhide? I'm not sure. Anyways, with that, I will see you guys next time.
AllSpark TV. Now that's just prime.